Ben Shapiro's YAF launches smear campaign against Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens. Hey, Charlie, wherever you are, it's happening again. What could be different now that it was okay when the Daily Wire was open to doing it and then Tucker did it and now it's suddenly not okay and it's the worst sin that could ever happen, to speak to Nick Fuentes? Point number 2 I'm going to make here is the stunning hypocrisy again, okay, of him picking the topic of Charlie Kirk to pretend that he's noble, to pretend like he has to say something, even though he's lying, in defense of what's happening to Charlie Kirk's widow, when it is just a fact that Ben Shapiro did a lot of things behind the scenes to stop the rise of Charlie Kirk. It's a fact, okay? Here's another text message. I have literal hundreds of them pertaining to Ben, sending his YAF boys, the YAF boys, the National Review peeps that were coming after us, writing articles. The one that I showed in this little, our thumbnail here, Ben Shapiro's YAF launches smear campaign against Charlie Kirk and Candace Owens. Hey, Charlie, wherever you are, it's happening again. I don't know why, but this is what Ben does. And it is also interesting that when I was telling you that Ben called Charlie and he was lamenting the fact that Charlie and I had this friendship and warning him that he shouldn't have him, Charlie felt like Ben was like throwing down like slave owner vibes. And he was just like, he thinks I like own you or something, but I'm going to show you the text messages because otherwise you'll say it didn't happen. This was, again, everything. Ben was going on people's shows and talking down about me and Charlie. And he said, you're bigger than Ben now. I'm walking into the White House yesterday. I realized that. I said, I know, he hates it. And he said, we just have to treat him like noise. His respect amongst movement fighters is quite low. I feel like that's relevant right now to what Ben's doing. 100%. Control her is what he really was saying to me when he called. So this has been, and by the way, like I said, I have hundreds of these messages. And so you have to imagine being in my position when you see someone who did everything he could to kind of stop the rise of Charlie Kirk, now trying to struggle session Megyn, who was actually a very good friend to Charlie. Charlie deeply respected her. And towards the end, obviously, she took a very principled position on telling the truth about what he was going through. And Charlie dies, and suddenly he's like, I care about this evil that could be happening. Candace is investigating who killed her friend, and she shouldn't be doing that. And it is just, so, to me, it is truly so gross to do this to a person that you know you tried to block, and you just, now that he's dead, I guess you want to sort of rewrite history. That's what you're trying to rewrite history and pretend that you're his ardent defender.